Explosive news breaking across the combat sports world. Shi Ming and Puja Tomar are set for a massive strawweight showdown in Macau. Max Holloway's career hangs in the balance after a stunning BMF loss. Maycee Barber breaks her silence after a brutal KO in Seattle. And Israel Adesanya's future is uncertain following a tough defeat. You won't want to miss this. Hit that subscribe button and ring the bell so you don't miss a second.
Never run out of battery again with the INIU portable charger, the slimmest 10,000 mAh power bank that keeps your devices charged on the go. Stay powered up wherever you go. Click the link in the video description to shop now on Amazon.
Road to UFC Queen, Shi Ming faces Puja Tomar in Macau main event. Get ready for a massive strawweight clash as Road to UFC champion. Shi Ming takes on Puja Tomar in the main event at Galaxy Arena in Macau on Friday, May 29, 2026. This 5-round women's strawweight bout at 115 pounds is the centerpiece of a stacked card, which also features the Road to UFC Season 4 flyweight final. This event, part of the ongoing Road to UFC series in China, promises high stakes for both fighters. Shi Ming, with a 17-6 professional record, is a dynamic fighter from Kunming, China, known for her blend of catch wrestling and striking. She first captured attention by winning the Road to UFC Season 3 strawweight tournament, becoming the first woman to do so and earning her UFC contract. Her profile surged after a viral head kick knockout that left her opponent stretchered out, showcasing her fight-finishing ability. Despite a 0-1 official UFC record after a previous main event loss, Ming's highlight reel and medical studies background add a unique narrative to her rise. Her opponent, Puja Tomar, also known as the Cyclone, brings a 9-5 record and is a prominent figure from India. Tomar is a former Matrix Fight Night strawweight champion and made history as the first Indian-born woman to sign with the UFC. She secured her first UFC win in June 2024, becoming the first Indian woman to achieve this milestone. With 6 career knockout wins, Tomar is known for her aggressive striking and has a history of rapid finishes. This fight is crucial for both fighters. A win for Shi Ming would be her first official UFC victory, validating her road to UFC success. For Puja Tomar, an upset win in front of a passionate Asian crowd would solidify her status as India's top MMA export and potentially lead to ranked opponents. The co-main event features the Road to UFC Season 4 flyweight final between Namsrai Batbayar and Yin Xioi, adding further excitement to the night. Don't go anywhere, the drama is just beginning. Next, we dive into the controversy surrounding Max Holloway's future after his BMF title fight. Max Holloway's career questioned after one-sided BMF loss. Arman Tsarukyan has delivered a stark assessment of Max Holloway's future, declaring the former BMF champion's career is done following his one-sided loss to Charles Oliveira at UFC 326. Holloway, who was once a strong contender for the lightweight title, was thoroughly out-wrestled and controlled by Oliveira, leading to widespread questions about his current standing in the division. Tsarukyan, speaking to Ariel Helwani, expressed surprise at Holloway's lack of wrestling defense, stating, "He looked so bad in his last fight. I was surprised how you cannot wrestle. 0 wrestling. You've been in this sport 20 years and you cannot even defend a takedown from Charles Oliveira." Oliveira, not typically known for his wrestling, dominated Holloway on the ground, a performance that has led many to question if Holloway still possesses the skills to compete at the highest level of the lightweight division, which features formidable grapplers like Tsarukyan himself, Benoit St. Denis, and Mateusz Gamrot. Despite the harsh critique, Holloway's name is still being mentioned for high-profile matchups, with rumors suggesting he is a frontrunner for Conor McGregor's highly anticipated UFC return. This potential fight would require minimal wrestling, perhaps offering a different path for Holloway to remain relevant. The question remains, was this a one-off poor performance, or has the 34-year-old Hawaiian truly reached the end of his contention window? Could this be the end of an era for a legend? Up next, we hear directly from Maycee Barber after a devastating knockout in Seattle. Maycee Barber reflects on devastating KO, "Still one of the greatest days of my life." Despite being on the receiving end of a potential knockout of the year contender at UFC Seattle, flyweight contender Maycee Barber is remarkably in good spirits following her co-main event bout against Alexa Grasso. Barber was caught by a powerful two-punch combination, leading to her being rendered unconscious and subsequently submitted via rear naked choke, though the fight was officially ruled a knockout. In a candid video statement, Barber admitted to having little memory of the fight itself, but expressed immense gratitude for the opportunity and her opponent. "I wanted to come on here and say thank you to the UFC and thank you to Alexa for the opportunity. I wanted to go out there and get my opportunity to get my rematch and dominate and get the win back, and unfortunately, it was not my night. I got caught and Alexa did an amazing thing. She's a phenomenal fighter," Barber stated. She acknowledged the disturbing social media images of her post-KO state, but reassured fans that she is recovering and okay. Barber insisted that, despite the brutal finish, the experience was still one of the best of her life. "Being able to walk out there and being able to do what I've done. I'm very blessed to live the life that I do. As tough as it is, going out there and being able to do that, what I did last night was still one of the greatest nights of my life," she shared. This sentiment highlights her deep passion for the sport and her resilience. Barber's 7-fight win streak was snapped in this loss, her second defeat to Grasso. She vowed to heal, work hard, and return to the octagon. Resilience in the face of adversity. But what about another former champion facing a tough losing streak? We analyze Israel Adesanya's future next. Matt Brown on Israel Adesanya's future. "I just don't know what his motivation is to keep going." Following his fourth consecutive loss in the UFC Seattle main event against Joe Pyfer, Israel Adesanya's future in the sport is under intense scrutiny. Despite a strong start, Adesanya was ultimately defeated in the second round after being caught on the ground, leading retired UFC welterweight Matt Brown to express deep uncertainty about the former middleweight champion's motivation to continue fighting. Adesanya, 38, has vowed not to retire, but his recent skid against Sean Strickland, Dricus du Plessis, Nassourdine Imavov, and now Pyfer has raised concerns. Brown, who has trained with Adesanya in the past, noted, "I thought Israel looked fantastic. It looked like it was going his way, and everything was working the way that he wanted it to." However, he also acknowledged Pyfer's relentless pressure and questioned if Adesanya has lost a step or if it's simply his time in the sport. "Has his time just come? That's the way this sport works sometimes," Brown mused. Brown specifically pointed to Adesanya's grappling as a weak point in his recent performances. "The one knock, if I'm going to knock anything, his grappling looked terrible," he said, questioning if injuries might be hindering his ability to train grappling effectively. The analysis becomes more complex because Adesanya has performed well in segments of these fights, making it difficult to pinpoint a definitive decline. With a title shot seemingly distant and potential matchups against top contenders like Khamzat Chimaev looking daunting, Brown is left wondering, what's keeping you going? Despite the uncertainty, Adesanya remains resolute in his decision to fight on, but the pressure to secure a win is mounting. 4 losses in a row is a tough pill to swallow. Join us after the break for a lightning round recap of all today's top stories. What a packed show! We saw Shi Ming and Puja Tomar set for a huge strawweight fight in Macau. Max Holloway's career is being questioned after his BMF loss. Maycee Barber is recovering and staying positive after a brutal KO. And we're all wondering about Israel Adesanya's next move after his 4th straight defeat. Don't forget to like this video, subscribe to the channel for all the latest combat sports news, and hit that notification bell so you never miss an update. Follow us on all social media platforms to join the conversation. We'll see you next time.